Good afternoon or good morning, ASTNA team. My name is Steve Oxy, and I'm a Solutions Advisor here with Higher Logic. I appreciate you all taking a brief look into our solutions here today during your busy meeting, and definitely very excited to very quickly run through the Higher Logic online community platform for you all today, and I really do appreciate the time to sort of evaluate Higher Logic and the potential of being a strategic partner for you all moving forward. So quick agenda for today. I'm going to spend just a few minutes here within the PowerPoint presentation to be able to give you some quick facts about Higher Logic, but then I'll run you through a demo site that I built specifically for you all here this afternoon. And then, of course, if you all have questions, my contact information will be in the last slide, but Nicole has my information as well, and should be able to field any questions. So I'll go ahead and get started for you. So in terms of Higher Logic and who we are going to be 10 years old at the end of this year. We were founded in 2007 with the purpose of serving nonprofits and associations. We are currently powering online communities for well over 1,000 associations of all types and sizes. I work for our small org team, which purely supports organizations and small associations similar in size to you all. Currently powering about 270,000 online communities, which equates to about 38 million users of Higher Logic all over the world. We are very proud of our 98% retention rate of our clients. It's a legitimate statistic for you all to read and look into. We build successful communities that can create engaged members that, of course, create happy clients that come back to us year after year. We have really valued our integration to our database partners. Our partnerships with the AMSs and CRMs of the world is really something that, in essence, makes this a technically light project for you all and something that makes this very seamless for the end user. In this case, we do have an out-of-the-box integration with your membership, which is key for a single sign-on experience for your members, and again, key to make this a very simple project from a technical front. One of the biggest reasons I believe that we have such a high retention rate of our clients is that last check mark you all see at the bottom of the screen, and that would be our guided implementation of best practices. We provide software, but we provide software as a service. So alongside the technology, you get a decade's worth of guided best practices, a step-by-step implementation process with a project manager to ensure that you're not only launching the community, but you're launching the community the right way that coincides with your business goals, the persona of your member, essentially doing everything that we can here on our end to make sure that you're going to be successful with the product. Typically, organizations work with us for a laundry list of reasons, but they're ultimately looking to better engagement, drive engagement, and build engagement amongst their members. We're going to help you do that by providing a tool that makes it simple and easy for members to do so. The bigger reasons that organizations work with us is because they're struggling with retention. Members are falling off more quickly than they're gaining. So organizations that work with us actually feature about an 8% increase in retention just after year one after working with us, and it goes up thereafter. Much of what's inside of an online community is content-driven, member-driven, member-created content. One of our best practices is actually crowdsourcing that content so it's accessible to when people go to a search engine like Google or Yahoo, they're going to be drawn to your community. They're going to be exposed to your website. We're going to increase the unique visitors to your website, and we're going to help grow your member base as well. So we expect you guys to increase retention, but we expect you guys to sort of increase your footprint on the internet and grow membership as well. And then due to our integration with your membership, and then due to all the back-end reporting and analytics that we provide with the software, we're going to expand actionable business intelligence. We're going to give you more constituent data, give you some real keen insight into who your members are and what they're talking about and how they're interacting so you can inherently better serve them. So much of what we're going to focus on today is our core online community product, which is what you can see on the screen. Discussion groups are essentially that peer-to-peer, member-to-member networking to its finest, giving the ability for members to post questions, start discussions, and do so either within an intuitive web format right within your existing website or being able to engage in community discussion groups straight from their user's email inbox. It's as easy to send an email as it is to engage within a community, sort of blending that old school listserv mentality but in a modern day feel. We have resource libraries, essentially that central repository for valuable documentation, whether it's you all or members uploading documents surrounding maybe their PDFs, Word documents, audio recordings, videos, webinars, whatever it may be, a central spot where valuable information can be held. Directories where members can search and find each other. Event calendars are personalized based on each individual user. So depending on who the member is when they log in, we're going to tailor that experience, especially as it regards to their event calendar. If I'm Steve and I'm part of the finance committee, I'm going to be seeing events relative to me based on the fact that I belong to that group. As opposed to Nicole, who's on the executive committee, she's going to be part of the executive community, so she's going to be seeing events relative to her. So really personalizing that experience. Everything we've built is 100% responsive out of the box, so being able to access the community from any mobile device, smartphone, tablet, really any device, anywhere, anytime. We also have automation rules. This is our own native marketing automation tool built into the back end of Higher Logic that enables you all to manage the day-to-day sort of outreach of the community, from gaining user adoption, getting folks to log in, and essentially saving you all a great amount of time. The automation rules are essentially what holds the entire platform together, and I'll talk about this again in a little bit. Ton of reporting and analytics in the back end of the system so you can understand the health of your organization and your members. And then gamification is a no-brainer as well, essentially rewarding your champion members by giving them engagement points, having a most active leaders board, a most active members board, maybe giving someone a digital badge on their social profile or a ribbon for when they attend your annual event, go to your webinar, achieve a certification, whatever it may be, rewarding your champion members. We have additional features surrounding mobile applications, complete community management, the ability for Higher Logic to host your main website in a redesigned mobile-friendly website utilizing our content manager. We have an event management system that allows you to collect registrations and create events digitally within the platform. Expert directories are where you guys can house members who are professional speakers in a forum where they can be found and people can hire them for different speaking opportunities. Mentor matches your mentoring relationships you might want to have between members. Being able to have profiles for members who are mentees and members who are mentors. Being able to highlight their specialties and connect these folks. If you do anything with volunteerism, whether it's in-person volunteering or micro-volunteering, we can help track volunteer engagement, find specific volunteers for opportunities, and understand what real value those hours meant to my organization. I mentioned I was going to speak about these automation rules again because it is honestly the glue that holds the system together. Automation rules are essentially our own native marketing automation tool that enables you all to send the right message to the right member at the right time. The mentality is we're going to automate a lot of these workflows to save you all time and help members engage within the community, whether it's onboarding new members and using automation rules to onboard those new members. Members are going to get personalized emails from someone on your staff saying, hey, welcome to the community. Introduce yourself to your peers for the first time. Say that actual user doesn't actually log into the community 3 days later after receiving that initial rule. They'll get another email from someone on the staff saying, hey, still notice you haven't taken advantage of this great benefit. Please log in and introduce yourself to your peers. Then that person finally logs in, introduces him or herself, and then we'll send them another email a day later saying, thank you so much for contributing, but hey, member A, we noticed you didn't have your profile uploaded. Did you know that you were 33% more likely to receive a response to your question if you had a profile picture? So then that member logs in again and updates their profile picture. The idea is walking a member up that commitment curve you see on the screen to get them to do more complex things over time. They're all pre-baked in workflows that you can turn on or off. So you can set them up around anything. Maybe it's dues renewals. Maybe it's event registration. Maybe it's automatically putting a digital badge in someone's profile when they go to your annual meeting. The idea is limiting the amount of emails that members get, but when they do get emails, it's based on things they have done or should be doing. And it saves you all time so you don't have to tediously reach out to members one at a time. There's my contact information on the screen if you guys have any questions for me. It's steve@higherlogic.com. And now I'm going to show you the software environment or the demo community that I built out for you guys earlier today. So as you can see on the screen, I took your logo, I gave your community a name, and you guys can call your community whatever you'd like. And please don't get too drawn up into the design of this site. It's really an out-of-the-box look and feel with no technical acumen here on my part. But as you can see, I took your logo, your colors, but just know that all these different boxes and widgets can all be moved around and customized based on what you guys want your community to look like. But first and foremost, you'll see that I'm logged in as Steve the member here in the top right corner. The key part to having a quality community experience is being able to have content, interesting and meaningful content, be displayed on the homepage when I log in as a member. Latest discussions is the key to doing that. So based on the communities that I belong to, I'm going to be seeing the latest and greatest things based on the fact that I belong to those groups. So in this case, I belong to the open forum, so I'm seeing the latest discussions from the open forum. If I was part of this member community or this committee community, I'd be seeing the latest content from those groups. Continuing down, we want to make it really easy for members to do things, especially in the beginning, maybe setting up their profile for the first time, starting a discussion, sharing a resource or a document to the resource library, or connecting with your peers. Let's leverage your existing social media footprint by embedding your Facebook page within the community. Let's promote the community within that outlet, but really essentially create that one-stop shop for anything social. Let's promote your annual event. And if you're leveraging Higher Logic's Event Manager, you can actually register and pay for this event right within the community. You have the full flexibility of a full content management system. So you all can embed videos, different content pages, highlight a particular sponsor, promote your member benefits, have a list of upcoming events, or have a most active members board that can all be configured based on what you think would be best. This most active member board motivates me, if I wasn't on this list, to do more things in the community by highlighting your champion members. You guys can build as many communities as you'd like with unlimited users, unlimited communities, all around different topics, and all of which can have different security settings. You can have a true open forum where all members can have miscellaneous conversations around whatever they like. You can also have semi-private communities, which will allow members to join once they're either approved or they can be denied by an administrator on the back end. You can also have a completely private community. Say the board of directors was private. If I wasn't on and serving on the board of directors, I would have no idea that this community even existed because it wouldn't be an option for me. If we dive into the open forum, you can see what a community page might look like, where you still have latest discussion posts, latest shared files, announcements, a roster of members, all of which I can send contact requests to and messages as well. You can download a community V-card, which essentially gives you a unique email address where you can start conversations without logging in straight from your native email system. As you can see, Nicole was a little bit active earlier today. I took a piece of news content and a picture, but you all can embed videos and different documents, but this is where a discussion post starts. As another member, I can do a few things with this. I can like this post. I can reply to the post right within this thread. I can promote this post. If this was a string of questions, I can mark this as a best answer. I can also mark this as inappropriate, allowing members to self-moderate. And if I were to mark this as inappropriate, this would be taken down in real time and then submitted into a moderation queue where your staff can identify whether or not this post should be up or should be taken down. I mentioned you can utilize email and engage within a discussion from email, and this is where I'm going to show you how you do it. So as you can see, this is Nicole's post that came directly to me in my email inbox. Members have the opportunity to subscribe to email notifications based on each community. They can get real-time notifications, so they get an email every time someone contributes to the community they belong to. They can get daily digests, so one email per day of the conversations from all the communities that they're a part of. They can get one email per week or a weekly consolidated digest, so one email per week of all the conversations that make sense for them, or they can decide to get no email at all. As a member who's getting this email, I can reply to the group, reply to the sender, or reply directly from Outlook saying thank you for sharing. Send that off, give it about 30 seconds or so, and that'll populate perfectly below Nicole's original post. If I want to see a complete list of discussions per this community, I can see them here. You can see when they happened, who started them, how much activity they've seen. You can see that some of these actually have paper clips associated with them, and that's when somebody uploads a document with their discussion post. I can download this, add tags, add comments, reach out to Greg personally. And the cool thing is that we actually look inside of the document and pull keywords, which helps with searchability. If you want to see all of the resources within the library, I can see so in a list format, or what I prefer is to see it in a folder view, where you can see all the documents, and we can support as many folders and subfolders as you'd like, so you can organize these different documents as well. If we go back to the community home, you will see that my post, or my reply from Nicole's original post, is populated perfectly as if I was logged in. So everything is mobile responsive, so people can engage in these community discussions from their smartphones, from their whatever location they may be, as if they were logged in. If I want to quickly upload a file without associating a discussion post, all I have to do is hit upload file within the community home, and I can choose files from all these different resources as well as my computer. Literally 2 clicks to upload one document. Every member is going to get their own social profile. And you might be wondering where this information is coming from. Obviously, members can upload information manually. They can also import information from LinkedIn. you all can decide which information to pull over from your membership in terms of demographical information as well. You can see who my connections are, meaning my contacts, my networks. Networks are people who I'm not connected with yet. They're not in my contacts yet, but they're like me based on similar demographics. You can see what I've done within my communities, summary of things I've done, where I spend my time, how often do I have discussion posts. You can see that I have engagement points as well. And this is where members can choose within my account their email preferences, their privacy settings on who can see and not see their profile, as well as community notifications where you can actually choose how often you receive emails based on the communities that you subscribe to. So these are all the communities that I belong to. And as you can see, I do no emails for some. I can change this to daily digest, a daily digest, or a weekly consolidated digest. Members can also pull in their different social media feeds, and we can give out different badges and ribbons and gamification as well. The directory is really simple, but also really sleek, where you can have a first name, last name, company search. We can do it more advanced things as well. Beyond the simple stuff, members can search by community, find those who have similar certifications, similar interests, or really any demographic you also please. My favorite thing is the radius search, finding members who physically live near me. I want to find members who are located near me here in Roslyn, Virginia. So our zip code is 22209. I hit enter. This actually pulls in an embedded Google map where I can find members and see where they are located on a map. Really cool. So guys, I know we were pressed for time, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you here today. I know it was just scratching the surface, but if there is interest, I'm happy to walk you all through a more detailed demo. But hopefully you saw some value in how easy it is to allow members to engage within a community where they're constantly sharing best practices, building each other's relationships, fostering deeper engagement, sharing resources, and ultimately staying engaged within your organization. Provides a ton of value in terms of not only being a member benefit, but giving you all a complete back end as well, where you can see what exactly your members are talking through reporting, what type of engagement you're seeing, and ultimately giving you all more data, more constituent data, so you can better serve your members. So I thank you all for your time. I thank you all for considering Higher Logic as a strategic partner. We have a ton of resources and different people we can connect you with in terms of other nursing organizations that would be happy to speak with you about their sort of experiences with Higher Logic, all the way from the American nurses down to smaller groups like the American Association for Nurse Assessment Coordinators, who would be happy to share their experiences and successes